Good evening, guys. I'm just going to do quickly my weekly analysis. It's kind of a bit delayed today because my MT for some reason it's not all loading up. It just keep crashes. So I decided to do on Trading View. So this one is pretty much I'm going to start with um, GPJPY. Right, GPJPY. Right. This first. There's another thing that I need to show you. I will actually draw a line here. That was not prepared here. Right. How do I get those lines? This is a more channel trend line. It's how I do my trend line. I don't know how you guys do your trend line, and this is how I do it. I usually go into line chart. The reason for going to line chart is that one gives you exactly the closest to where the price actually got rejected. There's no weeks, nothing, so you're just more clear. So you can do a smooth trend line on them ones. So this is the reason that I usually do it. So weekly. So that one is actually a weekly trend line, the blue line there. The blue ones are the weekly trend line, and the red one is a daily trend line, so I don't get mixed up with those colors. This is the reason I've got two different colors. Daily, so that one is the red one is a daily trend line, blue one is a weekly trend line. It's drawn on what do you call it, line chart. This is how I start. This is how I do my trend line first on line chart. So candlestick, back to candlestick there. So candlestick showing all those weeks, and the line chart showing this is where actual price got rejected. So that is the reason that I draw like this. So GBJPY open up with about 70-80 pips gap. So this one clearly indicating downwards move. What a great price rejected on Thursday, bearish move, bullish move, and then finish with bearish move, and then the day later followed with bearish move as well. And as you can see it there, that trend line was actually a fake out. This is where we got caught out last week. Broke out, which I know and identified it's broke out, and after that I was expecting to go straight to 50, possibly break this level, but it didn't. 2 days later, price come back inside that zone again. So that is kind of confirming more towards downside. Yeah, we got an engulf candle as well, and now all I'm waiting for this one is to go back and test 48. This is where I'm going to be ready to sell, and if I see for some reason price going back to test this 48, 90, 48, anywhere around this area, this is where I'll be selling it. This stop going to be around 150, just in case we get called out again. So 150, just above 150, this is where the stop gotta go, and then target is 44.50, and then if that breaks out, it's going to 140. So that one is will be selling to sorry, I'll be selling on rally. So GPJPY is selling on rally. As you can see, it's right at the top of this channel there, and actually the candle closed inside. So that's kind of confirmed it was a false breakout. Price didn't last long, come back inside. So it didn't even tested, it failed. So come back in. So back into sell zone again. And this is where I'll be targeting 44.80, 44.50, around that area. Basically at that trend line. And then if that break, I'll be targeting 42, then 140. So those are the two levels I'll be looking to target on GPJPY. USD JPY. Let's look at USD JPY. This is the one I got long term set up. USD JPY. USD JPY. Same lines. The trend line here is all drawn on line chart. So that one is pretty much is what I'm expecting on USD JPY. USD JPY. I'm expecting this to come back to test. As you can see there, it's starting to form a channel there. This is a channel trend line. see it there, it's actually got rejected exactly on the trend line. So next move is potential move is to 113 and possibly slightly lower, and then we have to keep our eye on this level, which is 1330, sorry, 11230, and if it breaks through, then we can expect that 109. So that one is the target is here, first target. And if, because we already on the trade, some of you guys on, some of you guys not, it's entirely up to you which trade you take, which trade you don't. But this is the one that I am holding it, I am taking it, and let's see what happens with this one. One thing I'm looking at, smaller time frame, possibly we see this trend line here. This is a daily trend line. Possibly we see back test again 14. Guys that didn't take it, if you see test, failed test at 14, that's when you should be looking to sell. Otherwise, alternatively, 1360, that's where you should be looking to sell, just below 1360. Target is 1360, and then all the way to 9 or 109. So all depends on this trend line here. We might see some reaction there, but most likely you're going to see a bigger reaction around this area, 12, around 12, 20, 12. This is where we're going to see a bigger reaction. If it breaks, yes, I am expecting 109. If it holds, possibly see back test again. So if we get our trade around 13, the stop must go at entry, because we entered exactly on that trend line here, pretty much exactly on 1403, I think we entered. So if it gets to there, that's 100 pips. Our stop must come at entry, and then we can target this. So let's see how that plays out. Yeah, it's showing signs of 13, and then after that we have to watch and see how that market reacts. 13 is something that very much likely, and then if it breaks, that's when I'm expecting the full reversal to take place. Yeah, so our stop is at 14, I think it's 1530, around 1530. That is just in case we get that false breakout and then reverses, and it's also going to hold it for quite some time, so that is the reason that you can't have too tight stop loss. At least you have to give that room. So it's more of my swing trade, so this is the one that I'll just be adding position as I go, depends on what levels. So let's see how that plays out, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah guys, that missed out, you still have the opportunity to enter. It's entirely up to you if you do or not. Alright, so the one USD CHF is possible reversal on the way. Let's see, CHF got good potential of reversal. Those lines exactly the same, it's drawn on a line chart. So what I'm actually watching out on this one is, actually, I think we just tested. What was it? We just be focusing on is it goes and tests this again, 110. This is, where is it? 1.00840, around that area. We might see one more test. This is a daily trend line here. We might see a test back here again, and then if we see a fail there, then it's very much likely we will see this one here, and then if it breaks through there, we see breakout of 99.50, then next move towards 97 to 96. So that is the reason that I am interested in this one. Also, even if we go for 1 to 2, our stop is going to be just around here, just above 1.015, and target could be to 99.90, which is pretty much 100 pips, and we'll be risking about 45 pips, so still worth taking a shot on this one, because still got 1 to 2, and if we get to there, that's pretty much 1 to 6, 1 to 7. So this is the reason that I'm interested, because if we can get this trade, we get to 1 to 2, pretty much we got our trade, and then for the final target. So that is the reason that I'm interested in this one. It's price rejecting here. We got one here, we got one there, and we had a, I think it was Thursday, was it Thursday? Nice bearish move, and it just got rejected again. Yeah, that was Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. It was a nice bearish move. Price got rejected, went back up, tested, failed, and Thursday close was quite a strong close. And today, pretty much I'll wait and see what happens. I think it just tried to test it here, just while I was marking up, and it failed again. I think it was just about to try to test this again. So this one is worth taking a short position because the risk is very small risk and reward, potentially a very good reward. We're taking trade based on this level here, price rejection after rejection, and pretty much daily. It's not really a pin bar, but it's an indecision candle. It's a bearish candle still, so it's worth looking at this one, guys. I will be setting an order on this one. I might take 1% where the market is currently, and then I possibly put 2% just below these candles, maybe around 1.040. This is where I'm going to put 2%. I'm going to go with 1% from where it is now. This is the plan I'm planning to do on this one. Let's look at 4 hourly and hourly. Any signs? What is actually showing? It's price reject again. Price reject. This is what could possibly do. You could go and test this, but it's showing, it's making, it's not really clear lows, but still lows. It's failing to make new highs. So that is one indication of possible reversal. So let's see if that actually follow through or not, but it's worth taking a shot because of risk to reward is very good. Risk, yes, stop loss just above here, target, first target, say one, where first target is, yeah, 1.9985, around that area. So let's see if that goes and test this. I might give another hour or two. If we decide to go and test this, fail, that will give us even better opportunity. Alternatively, sell it here. This is the trade plan for USD CHF. It is that Euro USD is the one that I'm just going to watch. At the moment, it's good. It's actually at a good level of support. It could bounce or it could just break through. So that is the reason that I'm not really looking at USDC Euro USD too much. I'm just going to give that one till tomorrow to see what is actually happening. Because it showed signs of possible breakout already took place, and I'm not 100% if it has or not. So that is the reason that I'm just going to wait and see if it actually breakout took place or not. Possibly see price bounce at around 1300. So this one pretty much I'm going to leave it till tomorrow before I decide what to do with Euro USD. But USD CHF to sell, GBP JPY to sell, USD JPY to sell. So those are the trade plan for us this week, or possibly for another 2 weeks. So that is the trade plan. So you guys, you can take your trade on your own as well, based on those what I've just explained. And if I see those areas that I am looking at to sell from, then I'll send a signal. So you guys know exactly the reason behind every signal as well. And yeah, so thanks a lot, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.